Hey guys, it's TJ and welcome to a setup tour. So my setup has undergone a ton of changes recently, like getting a new GPU, getting a new desk, it's now a U-shaped desk, which is awesome, and it's super organized now, and I just put it together. I'm super happy with this, so I wanted to show you guys. This is also kind of a 500 subscriber special, because I said I would do a setup tour for my 500 subscriber special. So yeah, let's get into it. So yeah, I'm going to be showing you guys what I record with and what I game with, and basically where I spend a lot of my time throughout my day. So let's go. Oh god, I'm excited about this. Alright, so first off, the desk. As you can see, it's U-shaped. It goes all the way around. These are actually two separate desks. So this is my old desk, and then this is the new desk. So the new desk is actually just L-shaped, and we got my old one and made it into a U-shaped desk. So I literally go like all the way around. It's awesome. It's like being in the Starship Enterprise. I just feel like setup isn't the proper word for it, like my setup. I feel like it should be called something else. I don't know, like the battle station, or I don't know, something cool. So comment down below what you guys think I should name it. But yeah, let's get into it. Alright, first off, the computer, which I guess is the important part. So we got my computer up on this little ledge back here. It has glass so you can see through it. Unfortunately, it's really reflective right now. But yeah, should we turn this on real quick? That lights up. Here, let's get a good view of it. Oh man, I haven't turned it on yet. That turns on. That should turn on too, unless something's completely terribly wrong. The coolest part is like that lights up, and then that lights up. Just everything lights up, except for that monitor, of course, which is kind of important to light up. But yeah, okay. So onto my computer. So I have the GTX 980 Ti. Super cool, super excited about it, and it works really well. Unfortunately, it doesn't work as well as it could because I have a terrible processor. I have this like that thing in there that's like terrible. It's like an i3 basically. 8 gigabytes of RAM, as you can see right there. Those are both 4. Yeah, I mean, I don't know too much else about it, but yeah, this is my computer. I had some lights on the front. Got this is the power button right here. I don't know why you guys would care about where the power button is. But yeah, and then this thing back here, it can open, close. It's great, it's awesome. I don't know why my GPU lights up, but it does, and that's cool. Because right here, this is where I'm sitting, and I can just see my computer back there, which I plan on upgrading the processor and RAM soon. Okay, so then I have two monitors. Okay, so now I have two monitors here. This is my main monitor. Obviously, I know it's smaller than that one, but it's the same quality, except it has a high refresh rate, lower response time, and better color. So like this one, even if my game is running at 60 FPS, it only looks like 30 FPS, where this one actually looks like 60 FPS. So I use this as my main monitor. This is where I monitor my streams, recording, just everything like that. Okay, so now onto the keyboard and mouse. So my keyboard is just a Logitech something or another. It lights up. It's really cool. I can change that. This is my mouse. There you go. Now it's all lighty. So my entire setup is like light blue, which I think is really cool. It was kind of unintentional, but it's cool. Oh, my webcam loaded, and I think it's working pretty well. So my webcam is right there. Let's right. So I guess this is what you guys are seeing in the background now. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, so my mouse is a Mazer something or another. I mean, it's obviously kind of a wannabe Razer, but it's Mazer with an M. And so it glows up light blue. I usually have that off so not to waste battery because it's wireless. So I usually have the lights off and I'll turn it on just because it looks cool with the rest of the setup. And even the front of my computer glows blue. My headset's blue. So let's talk about the headset. So my headset is a Sades something or another. It's a 7.1 surround sound. I'm planning on getting Astro soon, but these are really good. Pretty comfortable, not super comfortable, but fairly comfortable, and surround sound, so they work pretty well. It has a microphone, but obviously I use this for my microphone. Man, these transitions are great. Like, I'm just going from item to item and in a logical order. It's great. But anyway, for my microphone, I use the Razer Siren Pro. I know it's overkill, but I'm kind of a microphone geek. I really like really good sounding microphones, and this is cool. I kind of wish I got the Blue Yeti Pro. This is still good too, though. So under here, there used to be a keyboard tray, and since this was my old desk, I would have my keyboard and mouse up here, so I had extra room. Because before I couldn't move my mouse very much, but now I can move my mouse a ton. Because like it used to be down here, so I can move it like that far. So then I moved the Razer Siren down here, and the audio quality was great because it was right in front of my face. Unfortunately, that's not the case anymore because like if I want it in front of me, it's gonna be like that, like on top of my keyboard. There's just not a ton of room. So this works. I'll work on it. I'll try to find where it works best. Second monitor, pretty big, but again, not the best refresh rate and response time and all that stuff. Personally, I don't really get the big deal with response time because it's like, what is an extra millisecond gonna do for your brain? But yeah, some of you guys might care about that. So this is just what I use to monitor stream chat and stuff. So now onto my consoles. So on like where the keyboard is supposed to go, I have my PS3 and my PS4. Yeah, I can like slide these out, I guess, if I wanted to, but for the most part, they're just gonna be like that, kind of tucked away. God, I love my setup right now. Like, I just set it up, and the moment it's done, I just started recording this, and I'm super happy with how it turned out. So then we got the PS3 controllers and PS3 games. These are just some of them. The rest of them are in like a case. And then my PS4 games, PS4 controllers, headphones that are plugged into this. I know it's not great, but it works, because what happened to the headphones that I usually plug into the PS4, this happened. So I'm gonna need to order some new ones. So for now I'm just using these blue ones, but they're alright. I mean, they're not great, but they work. I also have this Xbox controller here in case I want to connect it to my computer and just play a game with a controller. I don't actually have an Xbox 360 or anything. I've never owned an Xbox. So then the cords come out the bottom here, go into the Elgato here. So I have my Elgato kind of hiding away back here, and it goes up into my computer. The wires are gonna be a lot more organized now. I actually hear a buzzing noise. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's like a power buzzing. I don't think that's good. But either way, there's power wires right here. They're zip tied together so that I'm gonna put a clip of my old setup here, but like the wires were just a huge mess. So luckily these are all zip tied together. They're up here out of sight, and they're all going to the right places. It's great. It works really well. So this does not have a display port input. So I have this like display port to HDMI thing that goes into here. And for my webcam, it's not a very good webcam, as you can tell. Like, if I move really quickly, it's all like blurry. It's not very good quality. I got it for like 40 bucks or something, and it claims to be 720p 30 FPS, but I mean, look at this. It's like really bad 720p, and the motion is all like messed up. So it works, I guess, for what I have. I have a gold-plated HDMI and a gold-plated display port to HDMI thing. I don't really think it makes much of a difference, but I mean, what's the harm? I had them anyway, so I figured might as well use them. This thing is meant for like a much higher end PC, so the cooling is insane. So it's actually cold right now, and like, so it like cools it off so much that it's actually below room temperature, which is pretty cool. So that's it for the hardware. So now on to the software portion of things. So as you can tell, I use OBS. I use it for streaming and reaction videos and stuff like that. Also to record my webcam if I'm recording gameplay and webcam separate, which I usually do because it makes editing a lot more fun, and like it makes it so I can, wow, nice job. Software update. It makes it so I can do a lot more with my videos, you know? So I use it to record my webcam a lot, and if I'm reacting to something, I do that. So yeah, that's what I use to record webcam and web pages. Now to record PC games, I use Action. I like it a lot. The file sizes are massive, but it works really well. It's very easy to use, customizable. I can change frame rate and just all this different stuff. So I can do a ton with it, and I really like it, and I think that's really cool. So yeah, that's what I use for PC recording. I'll talk about how I record my consoles in a second, but to communicate with my friends, I get this question asked a lot when I'm streaming, like, how am I talking with my friends? We use TeamSpeak. So yeah, we use TeamSpeak to talk to each other. It's pretty simple. But it works well. I mean, it's great. So the quality is fairly good and everything like that, and we just have a ton of fun with it. So yeah. So this is how I record my PS4 and PS3 things. It's a software made by Elgato. And OBS does work, but there's a weird delay issue, so the webcam and stuff isn't really synced up, so I have to change a ton of things to make that work. So I usually use this to record. If I'm streaming PS4, I'll use OBS, but for recording I use this, and I use OBS to record my webcam, and then I sync it up and stuff. So yeah, if the PS4 was turned on right now, you'd be able to see it just shows up there. Click this record button, and it's going, it's recording. So it's really easy to use, and we use Discord sometimes if we're streaming. If we want to communicate with, you know, some of the viewers and stuff, we have a Discord that you can join. But for the most part, we use TeamSpeak. Now on to what I use to edit. What?
Gotta get a picture of this.
Why? Dude. Are you really taking a picture of this? Look at this, Dad. It's like 360, like research, and then PS4 games.
This is waste of space. You could just put this.
Yeah, but what else am I going to use that space for? If I got a third monitor, that's where I'd put it. And there's no room to put my Dr. Pepper, so.
This will be for eventually.
Thanks for helping me, Dad. So for editing, I use Premiere Pro. I don't know, I really like it. Adobe works very well. So Adobe Premiere Pro is what I use to edit. This is my most recent video at this point. It's the you have 10 seconds video. It took hours to edit. I started out using Paint. I started out using Movie Maker like a lot of people have. I moved over to Final Cut because I got a Mac. So I used to game on a Mac, so I could only play a certain amount of games and they ran horribly. But yeah, I used to use a Mac. And then my grandpa bought me Premiere Elements, which worked really well. Used that for a while. And then I upgraded to Premiere Pro. This, you can do so much on Premiere Pro. I mean, it's just awesome and I really like it. So I know it fairly well. I mean, there's still a ton of stuff I don't know, but I know it fairly well and I can do a lot of stuff with it. So I really like it. It works really well, and yeah. Now on to how I record my voice. I use Adobe Audition. It's pretty easy. You press the record button, it shows up this, and I can say, blah, and it's just recording out of this right now. And yeah, so I mean, I do that. If I want to sync up my gameplay, face cam, and mic, what I'll do is I'll clap. Well, you can't really see that, but so I'll clap, and then you can clearly see the clap right here. It's like this big spike. So then I mark up the clap on all things and then line them up right here in this project, and that kind of lines it all up and it syncs it all up and it's great. For those of you who don't make videos, you won't understand what that means, but for those of you who do, you'll know what syncing up audio, video, and all that stuff is. And then for my thumbnails, I just use Photoshop. I'm very basic with it, know hardly anything about it, but I know the basics: adding text, deleting certain parts, selecting, adding, yeah, just a ton of stuff like that. But I know the basics, but not a ton. And yeah, I think that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I know it was a very long video, but I just wanted to show you guys completely everything I used to record, play with, just everything. So this will probably be my last setup for a while. I don't think I'm going to change my setup too much. I might get a few new components, but that's not worth making an entire new video for just me getting more RAM or another processor or something. So yeah, that is my setup. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's got a lot darker. I've been recording for a long time, but I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'm so happy with my setup. Everything just so organized, and it works really well, and it looks good. I don't think it's gonna stay this organized for long, but for some reason my setup is pretty much the only thing I care if it's organized or not. My room can be dirty, my house can be dirty, I don't care. As long as my setup is clean, I'll be happy. I don't know why, it's just my setup is like the only thing I care about, whether it's clean or not, which is pretty sad actually. But either way, I'm super happy with this setup. I do want to get like a third monitor and put it on this desk or something like that. I need to save this side for homework and stuff, which I should be doing right now, but I set this up instead. I do a lot of procrastinating. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that video. I really enjoyed making it, hopefully, unless editing is a pain or something, but I generally enjoy editing. My basement is a mess right now from just styrofoam and boxes and stuff, but anyway, I gotta go work on some homework. Hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I will see you all next time.